What's going on, everyone? My name's Tenebris Infinite, and today I'm going to be showing you dudes that everything has become infinite in Generation Zero. This is all thanks to the brand new world selection screen that we get here in the game, where we get 4 brand new worlds that we can use to benefit our gameplay here in GZ. Now, this is going to get kind of complicated as time goes on, but for now we're going to keep things rather simple in this video and just explain things as they are and show you guys a really quick and easy farming thing that you can do just right off the bat here with these brand new worlds. So first and foremost, in each of these 4 game worlds, you have the same 4 characters. So each character is carried over to each world. But we're going to be talking about how this is actually to our benefit, as well also how you can start a new character and get a whole bunch of fresh new things that you can do in the game. Maybe not fresh new, but refreshed new is probably the better wording. So first off, let's talk about the theory that I have and the way you guys can get the most out of these worlds. So first off, World 1 should be your main world. This is the world where you're going to be building your bases, you're going to be making, like, you know, your major progress, you're probably going to set up your Reaper and stuff like that, and you're going to be aiming to, like, you know, beat the game and do all of the plot progression in World 1. And this is important because in these worlds, each of them will hold different bases. So you'll want to focus on one world being kind of your pooling of all of your resources, all of the ammo you pick up, and all of this stuff that you're going to be able to get insane amounts of because of this refreshed new world system. So you're going to want to set up your first world with your storage bases primarily. Then, jumping back on out, we're going to start talking about what you should do with Worlds 2 and 3. So going back to the main menu here, let's go off to World 2 and show you how I'm going to be setting up my World 2 and World 3 for really easy forms of farming. This is World 2, right? Oh, trippy. Okay. Oh, jeez. I left World 1 in the exact same safe house that I jumped into World 2 at. But this is absolutely World 2 because I only have a handful of safe houses. And this frickin' boyo right on over here. So World 2 and 3 are equally saves that you want to keep around. You don't want to be deleting these worlds. Instead, you want to take these worlds and progress with them so that you can farm 3 Reapers instead of 1. Because your character progression is kept between each world, but each world is separate from one another, you're able to farm up 3 Reapers, or even 4 if you keep that 4th slot around, but I'm going to tell you guys a better thing that you could do with that 4th slot in a little bit here. But the benefit is being able to take things like Reapers, bases, all these things that have cooldowns, and do them 3 times instead of just once. So say for instance the trenches. This is an area that I really like to head to in order to farm steel, just down here in the farmlands. And I'm able to go off in World 1, 2, and 3 and farm the set pieces of machines along here in order to gather up my steel now, instead of just doing it once and having to wait 2 hours. At some point, I'm going to set up 3 Reapers in 3 worlds, and we're going to fight 3 Reapers back to back, my dudes. It's going to be a lot of fun. But the last thing that you should do with World 4 is have this as what I'm calling a dummy world. In this dummy world, what you're going to do is you're going to make a new game continuously on this save slot. Because again, your character progress carries over into each of these worlds. Now we're going to get the intro credit roll, and we're going to get quite used to seeing this over time here. Alright, now we're starting up, and the world is brand new. The boat is sinking, we are freshly damaged, and our character progression, again, just completely carries over here. So what we're coming to this world for is just one thing in specific. It's the early game adrenaline spawns that you can find off at Ittervik. That's right, dudes, infinite adrenaline. It's back, and it's even better than ever. But with a bit of a caveat, so I'm going to have to show you guys how this system entirely works. But what we're basically going to do is we're going to go through Ittervik here, and we're going to do a bunch of RNG rolls for adrenaline, see if we can't get lucky, nothing in there. We're also going to pick up 4 set spawn adrenaline around the house here. There might be a few more, but I haven't been able to find any, and I've searched pretty thoroughly. And just getting 4 alongside all the RNG rolls is totally good enough, because you can walk out of here with a lot of adrenaline, or you might have to go back in and try a couple more times. The adrenaline over here it didn't respawn. So again, it is kind of a bit of a finicky system. But still, being able to refresh all of the RNG rolls is still a really good thing in the early area here. So we're going to hit up another body. Nothing on this guy. Look in the back of these trunks, because there can be backpacks and stuff. There's another body on over here. Nothing. No good luck for the RNG. Of course, RNGesus is not going to be the homie while I'm recording here, but still, you could hit this whole place up and get tons of chances of adrenaline. All of the cars going down the pier there. And then, lastly, we've got the dead soldier on up here, and the 2 adrenaline didn't respawn up here either. So again, it is a pretty finicky system, but I will show you how to reset your world properly, as well as give you guys a bit of a heads up and a bit of a warning here. So firstly, we're going to delete World 4 and delete that dummy world. But before we jump back in and before we try to start refarming adrenaline there, we're going to go back to World 1 and jump into this world specifically. You'll notice down here that there's a little bit of a clicking that happens, and then your name pops up, and that's how you know that fresh world has been loaded, and this world has world data within it. Then, after loading up that other game world, we quit the game and load back into the game fresh here. Then we go down to select world and character, click on that dummy save, click on our character, and we should start up with a completely fresh new world here. Alright, the boat is sinking. The health is damaged. Let's get on inside of Ittervik house here. The gnome is there. The set spawn adrenaline is there. Let's look inside the backpacks, look inside the bodies and stuff. No good loot. There is the second set spawn adrenaline just upstairs. Let's head back on down. Pick this guy up for just a little bit of experience, might as well. Search this guy, nothing on him. Seems like the bodies might be carrying data over. Just a little bit here. It's really weird. It's a really finicky system, as I said. But either way, then we're going to climb back on up here. Pick up the 2 set spawn adrenaline and be able to repeat the process. So again, what you want to do is you want to start up a new world after you grab those 4 adrenaline, go off, exit that world, delete it, go into your main world, then quit the game. Then go back in, start up a new game, and you can farm that adrenaline infinitely. I know, it's a bit of a process to do that farming routine for the adrenaline there, but in all honesty, you're getting 4 adrenaline per run as a for sure thing, and then you've got a bunch of RNG rolls that you can make as well, even though it does seem to be a little bit of an odd system, and you have to kind of jump through a few hoops in order to do it. Getting 4 adrenaline per farming run in like maybe 5-minute span I think that that's pretty good. And lastly, let's talk about that new character thing that I was telling you guys about. So, if you delete one of your characters, that again deletes that character for all of those worlds. But the interesting thing is when you start a new character now, all your challenges get reset, which is really, really cool. Your missions do not get reset, but that's because your missions are reset in different worlds. But if you ever want to take on the challenges again, other than the ones that are related to completing missions, then you'll be able to take on all of the, collection-based ones, as well as the killing machines and doing a variety of challenges here in the game, which means that you can farm prestige points. So, essentially everything has become infinite here in the game. Whether it's refreshing your entire world to refresh missions, which is kind of a given with the whole system, as well as refreshing your world and doing a little bit of shenanigans in order to get those adrenaline, as well as various other set spawns to respawn, and then utilizing new characters in order to refresh your challenges. Everything has become infinite here in the game, and it is so good to see, dude. This is something that I feel like we're going to need a lot more time to really sink our teeth into, but as a takeaway from the first iteration of brand new world saves here in Generation Zero, I think it's fantastic, dudes. But I want to know, more importantly, what do you guys think of it? Is this something you're going to use? Let me know all of your thoughts and feels in the comments down below. And for now, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace out, my dudes.